So yeah, I was supposed to do a presentation in front of an airplane, which is the airplane I am genuinely going to present to you in this video, but the aircraft is about to go in flight now, so I'm gonna have to present to you that airplane in front of this one, which is not the one I'm presenting. Awesome! Sound quality! Hey guys, welcome back to HWings Aviation. My name is Oliver and today I'm going to show you, present to you an airplane that I'm flying and I have been flying for the past 5 years now. It is the airplane which is ruining the audio in the background, and it also happens to be the new airplane included as space plane in Microsoft's FS 2020. People have referred to it as a Jodel, others as a Robin. It's a bit messy. The company which built the aircraft is called Robin Aircraft. They are based in Darrois, a city of France, and they still produce to this day the DR400, or rather a variant of the DR400. The aircraft I'll be presenting to you today is the airplane I reckon is going to be included in the new simulator. It is the Robin DR400-120, the 120 horsepower variant of the airplane. I based that on the fact that the aircraft flew around 200 kph on the videos, on the trailers of Microsoft, and I guess this is the aircraft which is going to be included in the simulator. So I apologize, this aircraft is not a DR400, this is a TB9. It's built in the city we are in right now, in Tarbes. However, it's not built on this airport, it's built, or rather on this airfield, it's built on the airport, which is a few kilometers away to the southwest of here. It's just for the background because obviously the DR400s are in flight because I'm shooting a video of them. Alright, so let's get started. The Robin DR400 is an aircraft which has been built since 1972. The structure of the aircraft is made of wood and then covered with fabric. This is why we have those weird sounds when you touch the wing of the aircraft. The fact that it's a wood and fabric made aircraft makes it very light. It weighs around 600 kilograms for about 120 horsepower from the engine. It's a Lycoming 4-cylinder engine which produces those 120 horsepower, or rather 118 to be more precise. Now that we don't have any more sound in the background, let me continue with the presentations. Another property of this aircraft, and it's visible immediately when you see the airplane, is the double dihedral. So a little bit like the Corsair, the DR400 has got a dihedral of 0 degrees on the first half of the wings and a positive dihedral at the end of the wings. This gives it stability and maneuverability. So the aircraft comes in many different variations depending on the power it's putting out. So it can go from 120 horsepower all the way up to 180 for the DR400. DR500s do have more power, but it's not the same aircraft. It's slightly different of an airplane to the DR400. The aircraft we see in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, or at least in the trailers, is indeed a 120 horsepower, or it appears to be 120 horsepower. Another thing which is interesting about this aircraft is the fuel tanks. So it's got the DR400 overall. The general family of the DR400 has got one main fuel tank of 110 liters. It's either UL91 or 100 low lead. It's located under the passenger seats. Yeah, I'm showing it to you on this aircraft, but it's not even a DR400, but anyway. It's located under the passenger seats, and the more powerful versions of the DR400, the Major of 160 horsepower or the Régent of 180 horsepower, the one I fly on, are equipped with 3 fuel tanks of 40 liters in each wing and 110 liters at the back. This gives it a range going from 4.5 hours all the way to 5 hours. The 120 horsepower variation of the aircraft, which appears to be in FS 2020, cruises at 200 kilometers per hour. We're gonna say roughly 100 knots. It's not exactly that, but roughly. For the 180 horsepower version of the aircraft, for example, the Fox Buzu, which you might have seen in my French-speaking videos, is an aircraft which flies at 250 kilometers per hour. That one is equipped with an O360 engine from Lycoming. It's a 6-liter 4-cylinder engine, I believe, producing 180 horsepower. It's awesome. Let's talk about the interior now. So the DR400 can come in either a classic instrumentation or an EFIS instrumentation, depending on what you want for the aircraft. The classic instrumentation has got your normal 6-pack with engine gauges added on the sides. Usually you have the lights on the top of the panel, and you have all the quirky stuff at the lower part of the of the panel. The more modern versions of the DR400 can be equipped with a 3-bladed prop. Usually they come with a Rotax diesel engine which flies with Jet A1. It's a great aircraft to learn to fly on, and it's also a very popular aircraft in France. I didn't say that, but it's very important. What you have to know is that there isn't many airplane owners in France. Usually we rent airplanes from air clubs. And a stat which is quite staggering is the fact that 60% of air club airplanes in France are DR400s. You can find this aircraft in Switzerland, you can find it in Germany, the Netherlands, Great Britain, but you know, it's mainly located in France, it's mainly produced and sold in France, and it mainly flies in France. So this is a bit of a quirky airplane when you are American or British and you don't know what that aircraft is in Flight Simulator 2020. It's going to be very interesting to see the flight dynamics of Flight Simulator 2020 with this aircraft. As I told you in the beginning of the video, it's extremely light of an airplane. It's 600 kilos, maximum 1,100 kilo on takeoff. 4180 version, the 120 version has a maximum takeoff weight of 900 kilos. So you can imagine how sensitive this aircraft is to the wind. It's going to be very interesting to see how, depending on the weather conditions you put in the simulator, how the aircraft flies. So I think that's pretty much it about the DR400. I don't think I have much more to say about this aircraft. You can check out my channel for more videos about flying this aircraft. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them down below. There's probably quite a lot of details that I didn't think of. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.